What's up, everybody? It's the Digital World Podcast, and I'm gonna play this 2-minute clip, and you pay attention, especially as it's getting to the end. But pay attention because July 21st, I'm not saying a huge market shakeup is gonna happen, but what they're gonna reveal, their new tool, quote unquote, it's going to be something that she says is going to be proportionate, it's going to be effective, and it's going to be big. What that will be is to be determined. But all I'm saying is watch closely and listen closely to what she's saying here in this video.
This risk of fragmentation that is much talked about is something that is very inherent to the European construction and to the fact that we have 19, soon 20, but let's say 19 for the moment, member states that each have their respective fiscal policy, that each have their respective financial markets. And as a result of that, our unique monetary policy has to be transmitted throughout this imperfect market of ours, which has no fiscal union, no monetary union, no capital markets union. And as a result of that, we just have to make sure that our monetary policy stance is actually transmitted throughout the entire euro area. And the two of them, I think I used that word, I don't know if it exists in English, but they are consubstantial. For our stance to be effective, it has to be transmitted throughout, okay? So to do that, if we see that there are unwarranted disruption to that transmission, and if our stance is impaired as a result, we need to take action. And that is the reason we decided that we would use, as of, you're right, Friday, that's what I said yesterday, we would use the flexibility in the reinvestment of our pandemic emergency purchase program redemptions in order to address the potential risk of fragmentation. Second, we also decided, and it's work in progress, so I'm not going to comment upon it. I know that some would like to have details and understand before everybody else, and particularly before the Governing Council, what the details of that instrument will be, but we decided to reinforce our capacity to properly transmit our monetary policy by devising a new tool that will be considered by the Governing Council of the ECB on July the 21st. So don't waste your time asking me for details, criteria, conditions, safeguards. All I said is that it has to be effective, it has to be proportional, it has to include the right level of safeguards. And that's all I will say at this point.
Okay. How do you direct
staff?
And
it will be effective, and it will be proportional, and it will have safeguards, and it will be there.
So, you're hearing what she's saying. And they've been talking about having an anti-crisis tour, whatever their name for it is. And the fact of the matter is, they're messing with the markets. They're effectively ruining the bond market as it is, folks. And I don't know if any of you watch Gregory Mannarino, but he talks about this at length on how the fact that they're playing around and trying to manipulate the bond market, it's going to be highly inflationary in the future. And I mean, you saw the Japanese bond market, it just went on a massive streak. And that's a signal that something's broken, something's not right. So whatever this tool is coming out July 21st is going to be very, very intriguing because the ECB specifically and Christine Lagarde in general has been the one that's saying we still have a lot of tools or anti-crisis tools at our disposal that we need to, basically utilize. So be very, very cautious and keep an eye out. There's currently a banking crisis happening right now in China where people are literally not being able to withdraw their money from their banks. And I've showed here that people were about to protest, but their QR codes all of a sudden turned red. So there you have it. Anyways, this is the news for today. And here is a nice video of a cheetah. I saw this and I thought this was really, I don't know why. I was just very fascinated at just seeing its stride. And apparently, here it says a cheetah running at full speed covers about 7 meters with each stride. Now that's insane. 23 feet each stride. That is some phenomenal speed and physiological makeup. So anyways, thought you guys would enjoy that. But thank you for watching. Like and subscribe to the channel. This is the Digital World Podcast, and I'll see you in the next episode.